What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. Match day is here. Everton at home in the Premier League at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tonight. The lineups have been announced. Sim, you want to run through the lineup?
Yeah, interesting team news from Spurs. A few changes. We've got Lloris in goal, Aurier right back, Davis left back as expected. Toby comes back in for his first appearance since the restart. He partners Sanchez? Or was it
Dyer.
Dyer. He partners Dyer. That's what I was calling for.
Yeah.
Dyer and Toby to be together. I would like to see that partnership. Winks comes in.
With Sissoko in the double pivot.
Yeah, in the pivot. Lo Celso in a bit of a more attacking position today, which again, a lot of people have been calling for that because of lack of creativity in the middle. And Lucas, Son and Kane up top. So it's a decent lineup. Obviously, I'm excited to see Lo Celso in a bit of a further forward position that he's been used to since he's come. We've kind of had him in the deeper position. I think it's good for him, and I think we've lacked that creativity. That's a big problem against Sheffield United. A lot of possession in and around the box, but not much of a way of like creativity and guile.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes our decision making as well in the final third can be a lot better. In my predicted lineup, I predicted that exact same team, apart from I put in Bergwijn instead of Lucas. I still hold that probably Bergwijn should be playing instead of Lucas, but we've got the North London derby this weekend. We've got Bournemouth during the week as well, so there's going to be plenty of time for everyone to get minutes. And also, what I want to touch on is Jose Mourinho in his pre-match press conference was talking about how we need a different mentality, and he insists that there will be a different mentality tonight, and the players will not be showing that same mentality that they showed second half Sheffield United. So let's see what happens.
I was happy with his words. He was saying how he can take defeat, from a mistake, but when a team like Spurs don't give their maximum and can show more, that's when he gets angry. And he said that's exactly what he saw against Sheffield United. So I'm really happy that he's kind of calling it out. I think he said there were big frank discussions, big team meetings that he's had since the game against Sheffield United. I think he got to have an inquest after that defending he saw in the second half.
Definitely.
So I
it's
think
not even
right.
just the defending, it's the actual state of minds of these players where one thing goes wrong and the whole team just collapses and falls over. It's just not right, and it's completely unacceptable. Hopefully Jose can stamp it out.
What do you think
anyway.
of his comment about he said comparing us to Liverpool? He said in Liverpool's team 5 years ago only Origi was left in the squad, but he said if you compare it to Spurs in 5 years' time, he said that you will see a lot more Spurs players that are in the squad now in 5 years' time than of that Liverpool team. If you understand.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think that all stems from the top, doesn't it? It all stems from the top and Daniel Levy and...
No, but he's saying that, no, I don't think it's a negative thing he was saying as...
Well, you're saying he's saying that we've got good players and they're going to stay for the next 5 years, but I don't know. It remains to be seen which players he's talking about, but when you look at it, 5 years ago, we still had a lot of the same players than we have now. And in the next 5 years, if we still have a lot of the same players, I don't know, I would worry to where we'll be, because I know we've got a core nucleus of players that are really good and deserve to stay at the club, but there's a lot of players in there that just need to move on now.
I'm hoping he's talking about Lo Celso, Kane and Dombele and these players and
yeah.
not Davis and Aurier.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm just hoping for, but I guess we don't know yet. But I am excited to see Lo Celso today. Big chance for him to prove that this is his best position. And I think if he's going to be our answer to Eriksen, he's got to be in more attacking positions, because we just look toothless when we get in the final third. We don't have a final ball, and we don't have anyone with that creative spark. So hopefully Lo Celso can bring that today. I'm really hoping.
Any news on the Everton team? Seen the Everton?
I haven't seen the Everton team yet.
I'm not sure, because they said Richarlison might be missing out today.
Really? Let's take a quick look.
But at the end of the day, Everton are on great form. Carlo Ancelotti's got them playing good football, got them set up nicely.
Unbeaten since the restart.
Yeah,
Richarlison starts.
Richarlison starts.
Sigurdsson starts as well.
Run us through the team.
Pickford in goal. Coleman, Holgate, Keenan, Digne. Iwobi, Tom Davis, Andre Gomez and Sigurdsson with Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin. So, as expected, I think Sigurdsson looks like he's starting on the wing, which could be benefit to us because he's not great defensively. But I guess he's also always a threat from set pieces. One player to watch out for who I've been really impressed with is Andre Gomez.
Do you think he's been the same since his injury, though?
I think he's been good.
Really?
I think he's been good since he came back. I've been really impressed. I've watched him a bit. I've always been a big fan of Andre Gomez. I know he didn't have a great time at Barca, but I
remember that. Yeah, I always said I didn't want him.
Yeah, I always saying that I would have liked him at Spurs. I think he's a good passer of the ball. I think we've got too many players like Gomez now in the squad, so maybe not the type of player we need, but I think he's a really good central midfield player, lovely cultural passer on the ball. and he's one to watch tonight. And obviously, Calvert-Lewin's been one of the stories of the season up front.
Yeah, I mean, Carlo Ancelotti's completely revitalised his career.
Yeah.
You know, he was a nothing striker, like an average Premier League striker before Carlo Ancelotti came, and now he's banged them in.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you've got to give Ancelotti credit for that. It's going to be a very tough game today. A team coming to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in good form, and we know what usually happens at the Tottenham Stadium, don't we? But anyway, we need to stay positive. I know it's very hard at the moment, but it's the changes that we were calling for. So
just hopefully, all we got to hope for at the moment is hopefully build up some momentum into going into the end of the season, and maybe we can build up some good feeling going into next season.
We got the North London derby next weekend, so we don't want to go into that in
Bournemouth before then. So so many games thick and fast. You're right. We need to go in the North London derby with good feelings.
Exactly.
We can't be going in there with negativity.
Can we get a win today?
I said draw before the game. I'm sticking to that. I think it's going to be a draw today. But if we get a win, it'll be very positive because I think Everton are a good team.
I went for a 2-1 win to Spurs. I'm going to stick to it as well. I think maybe this is just my Spurs hat and my Spurs goggles on, but maybe we can prove a few people wrong tonight.
I think Lo Celso being in our position could benefit us.
Maybe we can prove a few people wrong tonight. Let's do this. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on.